Hey, what's going on? My name's Jason with Delgado Trucking, and today I want to talk to you guys about how to choose a trucking company that's right for you. We're going to get to it right after this. So, how do you choose a trucking company that's a good fit for you? So, I guess I'm going to talk to, I want to talk to the people that are fresh out of CDL school, just got their CDL, and they're trying to find a company. Now, half of you, I would imagine, got your CDL as a paid sponsorship through one of the mega carriers, so you're not going to have a problem choosing choosing a company. But for you other guys that have actually paid for your CDL school, I would advise, and this is completely dependent on individual basis, but I would advise, if you have a criminal record or you got, shady things on your DMV report, just a bunch of obstacles that a lot of companies would pass you on. I would take any company that could take me. Don't worry about don't pay attention to the reviews or what the pay is. Take any company that will let you get your foot in the door. Once you do that, do your 6 months, and then go move on to a company that that you want to work for, and then do your due diligence. And we're going to talk about how to do that in this video here. But one thing I would tell somebody is I would not recommend at all doing flatbed as a brand new CDL holder. And here's why. So, you got so much stuff to worry about when you first start trucking. There's how to deal with the shippers and receivers. There's clock management. There's how to drive the truck. Driving the truck forward is pretty tough to do too. If you're fresh out of CDL school and you add the element of other people out there that don't know how to drive. There's people that'll definitely try your skills as far as driving the truck. I mean, and driving the truck isn't just putting your foot down on the gas and pointing it in a direction and going from point A to point B. You got to constantly be scanning for every hazard that's on the road. And believe me, these hazards come out of nowhere. So you constantly have to be alert. Getting back to going straight into flatbed, like I'm saying, there is so much stuff for you that you have to learn. Worry about driving the truck first. So, I would recommend anybody that's fresh into trucking to go straight into a dry van or reefer. Now, these are both pretty much the same. A reefer can haul dry goods, plus they can hold frozen goods. It's basically a dry van with a refrigerator on it. So dry van or reefer, all you're doing all day long is bumping doors. If you want to specialize after you've gotten some experience, then go flatbed or tanker or heavy haul or whatever else you want to do. But like me, even right now, I'll tell you guys, I only got 7 months experience. I am glad that I learned. I went to a reefer company first and learned how to, just simply deal with the life of being a trucker on the road. A lot of people quit the industry because they can't handle the life out here. I couldn't tell you how many nights, when I first started out, I'm constantly looking for somewhere to shut down and just go to sleep. Or I'm tired of eating at the Arby's and the Chesters and all this other crap that they got at the truck stops, or just doing laundry or getting a routine to, pull into a Walmart and buy your food and having to cook it all the time, having the endurance to even cook it all the time after you're done driving all day long. I mean, there's a lot that goes into just driving a truck because, you don't punch out. We work 7 days a week. So, yeah, definitely go dry van or reefer for your first 6 months. See if you even like the industry. And then if you want to specialize, go ahead and specialize. And if flatbed is what you want to do, I definitely recommend checking out Melton. It's a great company. I think they're the best flatbed company to teach people how to do this job. I mean, I get all different types of loads, and I'm still learning. And I'll be honest with you, some of these loads are real sketchy. You know, my last load I just had, I had to stop and I almost lost my tarp twice on the interstate just because I'm new at it, and you know, I don't do the best tarping job. I learn from this last load? Yeah, I learned a lot. So definitely do your time. You know, get in where you can fit in. Basically, get your foot in the door, then go somewhere else. Now, for the people that have are already with a company, and they're not happy with the company for whatever reason, or you know, they started out new and now they want to move to a company that they know they can make more money at. Why leave money on the table, right? So that's completely understandable. Here's where the problem comes in when we go out to you know, look for other companies. There's so many bad reviews on every company you look at. There's going to be bad reviews, okay? And here's why: because the only people that leave reviews are the people that aren't happy with the company. You know, people aren't going to go out of their way to be like, oh, this company's great, let me go ahead and write a review. No. And most of those people they either, you know, they don't want to hold themselves accountable. You know, they probably couldn't do the job. So instead of admitting to themselves, I suck, they want to say that the company sucks. So what are they going to do? They're going to go ahead and leave a bad review. Oh, I didn't get paid this, I didn't get paid that, I didn't get any miles. Well, why didn't you get any miles? You probably couldn't run the miles that were given to you, and you were constantly late. You didn't know how to work your clock. That's why you didn't make any money, because you didn't know how to work your clock. Okay? You know, people have the wrong perception when they first start out. They think that they're gonna, you know, right off rip, start making $1,000 a week, $1,200, $1,500 a week, and they're expecting that out of the carriers. Well, what are you bringing to the table? You don't have any experience, and you're a liability. So, you know, it's how are you gonna think that you deserve $1,000 for doing what you're doing when they're basically paying you to train you? So, you know, just suck it up, learn what you can, and then move on to another company. But when do you? You know. So, you know, 3 months, I hear people staying with their first company for like 3 months and then going ahead and jumping ship. And you can do that. There's companies that will hire 3 month people with 3 months experience. The problem with that is, you know, people think that the grass is greener on the other side of the field, and 9 times out of 10 it's not. So when you jump ship and you go to another job, right? And then it ends up, say that job sucks worse than the previous job you were at. Well, now you got to jump ship again. And these companies, they don't like people that, you know, hop jobs left and right. You know, you gotta show that you can actually be out here and do the job. These people that are reviewing your application, they're going to say, oh, this guy was with one company for 3 months, and then he went over here for another 3 months, and then he left and he went over here for another 3 months. What are you doing? Are you chasing bonuses? You know, are you one of those bonus chasers? And then, you know, all you're doing is ruining your reputation in the trucking industry. At least stay for 6 months. People say they want to see you stay for a year. I think it's situational. I think if you got a job offer, or you've already, you know that you could get another job and you can make more money going to that other place, take the leap, man. You know, that's what I did. I put myself in a bad situation with Trans Am, and I was miserable, but I stuck it out. I was going to wait 6 months, but Melton will hire you as an experienced driver at 5. And so I went ahead and got the ball rolling, and I left at 5 months. Do I recommend doing that? I wouldn't. You know, I probably didn't do it right, but I definitely don't regret it. Because they looked at it like I had 6 months experience. Now, the problem is if things didn't work out with Melton, then I'm still that it would be like, so I'm fighting to get my foot in the door, but no other company is going to take me unless I have 6 months experience for insurance reasons. I'm too much of a liability. So leaving at 5 months was a huge gamble for me, because if something happened with Melton, then I wouldn't be able to, obviously I wouldn't be able to work at Melton, and I wouldn't be able to work back at Trans Am because I left, and Trans Am was the only company that would hire me, and no other company is going to hire me with less than 6 months experience. So, you know, do at least 6 months and then start looking for a job, right? So, you know, obviously your pay is going to be something that you're going to be looking at when you're searching for a trucking company, but that's not all you want to worry about. Is Melton, the company I work for, is Melton the best trucking company as far as flatbed pay? I doubt it, but I'm happy with the pay. I'm still new. I'm only 7 months in, and I'm making pretty damn good money here. But also, you want to pay attention to not only just the pay, but how are the benefits? What benefits do they offer you? You know, are you getting good health care? What's the premiums on that health care? What's your detention pay? What's your layover pay? Do they even have detention pay, layover pay, breakdown pay? Do they pay you for holidays? Do they pay you for vacation after a year? You know, so a lot of that stuff. You know, do they offer you 401k? You know, 401k is a big deal. A lot of these companies out here will match up to 7% of your 401k. You stay there for a year, putting 7% of what you're making in there, you know, and you're stacking money aside for your future. Why wouldn't you want to take advantage of that? Why wouldn't you want to take advantage of a company that's offering that as well? So don't just look at pay. Also, when you're looking for a company to work for, just like how the companies can check your CSA score, you could also check their CSA score. I don't remember the website. Just Google it. You know, how to check company's CSA score. But yeah, you could check their CSA score. You could find out how many trucks they have over drivers. You know, so that would tell you if they got a whole bunch of trucks, not a lot of drivers. Maybe they got a real high turnover rate. Maybe they're not treating their employees well. You know, if their trucks and their drivers are pretty matched up, maybe they are treating their drivers well. You could see, you know, how many. You can see basically how they are as far as the DOT goes. You know, are they following all the safety regulations? You can tell what kind of employees they're hiring based off of that. You know, you got. Does this company have a bunch of knuckleheads that are doctoring their clocks? If they're doctoring their clocks all the time and they're getting busted for it, obviously the company doesn't really have a great safety program in place. I mean, there's a lot you could tell from a CSA score by looking at the company. You know, so that's always an option there as well for you. So yeah, I just wanted to share my opinion on choosing a company that's right for you. I know it's real tough out here. You can never really get an honest answer. And if you guys are if you guys are getting value from this content, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, I make videos. I try to make videos at least once a week. And yeah, you can follow me, see the life of a flatbed trucker. And if you're interested in coming over to Melton, be more than happy to have you. My driver code's down low in the description. Go ahead and give them a call, give them my driver code. And yeah, you guys take care. I'll talk to you in the next one.